today's lesson, we are going to be looking at what is called personas. A persona is basically what we view who we view ourselves as, or what we view ourselves as. What we think as a persona, we think of as identity. But when we're classifying ourselves as one thing, unfortunately, sometimes we forget about the rest of ourselves. If we are mom, engineer, teacher, and singer, but that day we're only engineer, what happens to the other three parts of ourselves? I know this is a simplified version or thought process of this whole scenario, because we are far more than just the labels we give ourselves. But what this offers us is the opportunity to explore these different realms and maybe learn how to incorporate all of them, which then will be closer to incorporating all of ourselves into each situation. Because when you're an engineer, you can still be a teacher. When you're an engineer, you can still be a singer. And when you're an engineer, you can still be a mom. This in turn gives us a greater sense of support throughout the day. I just want to introduce my lovely volunteer for today. Her name is Lily. Lily, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'd love to. I'm Lily. Hi. And I am a professional actress and acting coach. Any coach of anything that has to do with acting. So acting, singing, any creative work. It's super fun.
Tell me what's going on in your world right now.
Oh my God, so many things. So what I did not mention on this is that I'm a mom, a mother of 3 young children. I have twins who are, they're all going through developmental milestones. And so just, navigating mommying, career, and pandemic at the same time, so many people are right now. Has been a bit of a roller coaster, shall we say. I'm navigating feeling a lot of just being really hard on myself, which is, no surprise there for anybody who knows me. And, just having high expectations of myself and what I feel like I should be capable of. And I'm really excited to work with you on that.
So can you explain to us the topic that you chose and why you chose it? Because
It's so funny. So I chose personas, which I chose it because I discovered a lot when we were working with it in class. It actually really dovetailed nicely into finding mystery and secret. A mystery and secret is your own little pearl for yourself that you have the choice to share if and when you so choose. And I feel like that persona is something. It's so personal. And so, is specific to who you are.
Personas is kind of playing with how we view ourselves in different situations. And it's our perception of ourselves, our perception of how we have to act and behave and react to different situations. Perception is based off past sensory. And we're not opening ourselves fully to the current sensory. So we our past taste, our past smell, our past what we heard, what we felt, all those different things. When we remember something or connect something to the present, we're using the senses that have dimmed over time, or what we perceive to be those senses, to dictate how we should sense and feel out the situation in the current moment. I know. Thank you, Tommy Thompson. Brilliant. The 3 personas that I noticed that you picked up right off the bat was the child, for you, the mom and the teacher. Those are the three things that kind of really popped up. And now I'm going to add a fourth one in there, the woman. Because it's not necessarily finding the child in you, it's finding the woman in you. Because if we're able to acknowledge the woman, then the child will like be able to become the woman. Again, Tommy Thompson, come and join his classes. They're just glorious. Explain to me, Lily, what are the personas like for you? If you could describe your persona as a teacher physically, we're going to play with the physicality behind it, because sometimes that tells us a great deal. Can you show me the physicality of mom?
Right now it's like,
What was that again, Lily?
I guess physicality of mom. I gotta like get up. This is physicality of mom.
Okay.
Can you see?
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Now physicality of teacher.
You'll recognize this one.
All right. Physicality of child. Okay. And physicality of woman. What did you like about each physicality and why?
Mom is super intimate. Really direct engagement at the same level. Teacher is really it's very forward-footed for me. Child, actually, out of everything, felt like the strongest, like the most, like the clearest.
Mm-hmm.
Physicality to me, like it was a very, sharp.
Mm-hmm.
There was a sharpness to child that was like unapologetic, and confident. Woman is very centered. Feels very centered.
Despite that separation that we put in there naturally, as we switch from role to role, there is something that we appreciate, or an aspect of that persona that we appreciate, because it's a part of us that we enjoy. It's all the parts of the whole at the end of the day. So what I'm going to have you do, I'll let you sit down for a little bit if you wish, or if you want to stand, you can continue to stand, doesn't matter to me. What I want to play with is less of the produced physical movements, right? Just reaction based. Because a lot of the times when we go into a situation, there's a reaction to being said to be put in that situation, and we don't realize that it's happening. And then all of a sudden we become full-blown child, full-blown like teacher, and like the reactions just keep building off of each other. So what I'm going to have you kind of play with is just, I'm going to say each of the roles, and just notice any reaction, if you're able to, like holding of breath, possibly the pull down, or if you feel like pride or whatever comes out physically, take notice. If you don't notice anything, totally fine. I will not judge. Child. Oh, that was fun. All right. Woman. Teacher. Mother. Teacher. Mother. Child. Mother. Child. Woman. Child. Woman. Mother. What are you noticing?
Well, compassion at the end. It was really interesting to go back and forth between teacher and mother, and child and woman. And finding for me, I'm finding that there are differences. And I don't know whether that's what you want to hear or not. If they're like, I know that you don't want to hear anything other than what actually happened. Fine, Katie. I do find I'm placing less of my judgments on each one as we go. And more just like allowing them to live in relationship with each other.
Allowing yourself to live in relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
Now,
which is why I started crying at the end.
All right. Sorry.
Oh God. Therapy is tomorrow, Katie. Therapy's tomorrow.
I'm not a therapist, I swear.
No, it's like, I feel so open and vulnerable right now, but this was like before I even came onto this call with you. So this is actually great because it's a really wonderful way to safely focus my energy. Really cool to be coming in here and working this way through things that I know I also want to work on elsewhere.
And to have that opportunity to truly be with yourself and to notice how you react to those situations. And bouncing between them actually gives you that opportunity to try something different. So, for instance, if you went and had fun with your twins as of right now and decided, hey, they're doing their thing. I am mom. I am teacher. I am child. And I am woman. All in one. Imagine what would happen versus just being one. Imagine how a situation could look different, because your reactions, they initially started, and like the first time I said child, you went vroom, right here. And like there is the classic pull down. We're going to play with moving through the pull down. cool thing about it, and I was kind of playing with this with Bob Latta, another teacher of mine. And it's just very interesting because some people think you have to expand to feel better, to let go, out. I don't think that's necessarily true. So we're going to kind of play with, thinking of something that makes you feel nice and warm and fuzzy. Like it could be your husband. It could be something that's just delightful, and notice what your breath does. And then something less pleasant. Notice what your breath does. And what right here does. Does it stay elevated? Does it find freedom this way, or does it want to come inward? Do you want to come inward? Play with that for a little bit. And what you're going to do is allow yourself to move through it. So that could mean, allowing yourself to lean more into your chair, leaning back, really enjoying the sensation of the downward pull. And notice what happens when you let go of wanting to hold it up, want to hold yourself up. Because the minute you let go of holding yourself up is the minute you can find the movement to help you find yourself with the spiral concept. And now when you think about that scenario that's less pleasant, you're not stuck. You're in constant motion. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a beating heart and we'd be pretty dead. But you have the ability to move through that physically, and eventually when you are ready, emotionally too. But it's not the one thing, and I will always say this work is not magic. It's really about being with yourself where you're at and not trying to be somebody else in some other situation. You can try that all you want, but until you accept where you're at, the movement is really hard to do. The moving forward, the choice making, decisions, all the above. And what are you noticing, Lily? I love laughter.
I noticed my butt is like taking up more space in the seat, and it's like more evenly distributed, I guess, on the chair under me, like because I'm not holding it as much as I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Girl, you found the down and the up in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple as that. A lot of the times when everything's like high energy, high stakes, we react one of two ways. We either shrink wrap and we're just like, don't touch me. Or we go, I can't handle this, and like shoot to the sky. I'm a shoot to the sky type of gal. And I think we can agree on that on many levels. So the minute we feel the ground or some semblance of a down to like that grounding sensation, it's very potent to us. And you're actually breathing, so that's nice. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I am.
Cool. I'm very happy for you.
The children just got home.
Let the chaos begin. But like, you have the tools, my friend. You have the tools to be with yourself, because like we say with everything, you can only help others as much as you can help yourself.
Yeah.
You must come first. Otherwise, the support, your own personal support, won't be there to help you support your children as well.
We're gonna say hi to this crying baby. Hi,
Yay!
baby. You want home outside?
Yeah, I did.
Are you feeling better now that I'm holding you?
No.
No. You say hi, Katie. They're all gonna cry. And so
And
we're
what-
back at it.
And Lily, you feel that downward pull a little?
Yeah.
Ride through it.
Yeah. Come here, kiddo. Yeah. Let's go and get you a Band-Aid, okay? What happened? Show Katie. Show Katie.
Effie?
Here's a little show her. You look so cute in that blue hat. Is there a moose on it? Life is all good now.
Word or phrase?
I do find that what you were saying about what happens when I can be all of those things at the same time rather than just one. Those are definitely the times that I feel like, I mean, I do sometimes feel like a hero is my point. And those more heroic times, those mom win times are the times when I am actively engaging all the parts of myself at once. And I guess that, it's just hard to, it feels like it's hard to do that all the time, like to hold on to that.
So don't hold on to it.
Exactly. So,
Work
and
with it.
I guess that's where the next step is riding that wave of like
I just want
not holding on to it.
Yeah.
So
But moving through.
moving through.
For those who aren't familiar, this is a mindfulness technique that incorporates both mind and body and finding the unity, the connection between the two. What it offers is an approach to our daily life, ourselves, with more ease. So basically what we're learning here is how to keep it simple. We discuss how habits are built over time subconsciously in the mind and physically in the body. What I offer is the opportunity for us to bring these subconscious thoughts, these holdings in our body, tension as some people will call it, and bring them forward so that we have the ability to observe them and explore them and then make conscious choices to see whether or not they serve us anymore. And from there, we're given the choice to either continue on as we are or try something different. Throughout all this, I am basically a reference point or guide, providing you with space to make discoveries and have moments of understanding that are meaningful to you. At the end of our time, I ask for what's called the bow, which is basically a word or a phrase about something that stood out for you during our time, something that gives you context for future discoveries. The bow is not really the end, it's kind of the beginning of the learning process, because we are introducing an idea, a thought process during our lesson time. And then once you leave the situation, you get to choose to explore it in your everyday life. And that's what's really beautiful and unique about the Alexander work. What I'm hoping that you get out of these times together is that you can start to see changes from person to person and how they take in the information, what their definition of the work is, and maybe coming to a conclusion or a thought process of what you believe the Alexander technique to be.